Welcome. Hello, welcome. How are we doing? Well, today I wanted to finish off what I started the other day. I didn't have enough time to do it, so we doing a bakery. We started pastry a few days ago, and I never got a chance to finish it. So today I wanted to come back and do that in a nicer versions on the apple pie pocket. Or apple pocket pie. I think that's the right term. Anyway, so today I make a whole bunch of dough, so that way I won't have to worry about running out. So I just want to welcome you. Hey, Cece. How are you doing? Welcome. Yeah, let's go right ahead. He's downstairs. He's with a potential client. It's good to see you though, no worry. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate that. Enjoy stones. I know my baby just left, so I wanted to do this a little bit early so that way we have time to do other things. I just want to get this out of the way because the other day I came on here, I thought I was prepared, I wasn't. So I was short in my in my dough, so I didn't get a chance to do some of the nice nice design for the apple pocket. Okay, so so everything have to be cold, okay? The flours have to be cold, the dough have to be cold, the mixing have to be cold in order for it to like be effective and to achieve the crunchiness of it. Okay? So that the things about the apple pie crust is that it have to be very, very, it have to be welcome. It's so good to see all of you. I'd like to welcome all of you. I'm just finishing up my pastry, that I did the other day that I didn't have a chance to finish because I was out of time. Normally I give myself plenty of time, but then there's a certain day that that my time was mostly consumed. I just want to say welcome. I'm excited to see all of you. Okay. A few days ago I did the apple pocket pie, but today I wanted to go in a little bit detail of how we can create some beautiful pocket pie. Okay, instead of like what I did the other day was acceptable, but I want something to be more. I don't know. I love beautiful cooking, so if it's not beautiful, then I don't feel complete. So that's why I'm back on here. I'm trying to complete it. Okay. It's called obsession. Is a pet peeve where some of us do. So to make it effective, I already cook our apples. Okay, and in the apple here is a little bit of sugars, a little bit of cinnamon, which is, and the rest is just apples. Okay. Oh, a little bit of butter, just to give it like a tinge of silkiness and smoothness. Okay. But then welcome all of you. I'm so excited to see all of you. សួស្តីជំរាបសួរសុខសប្បាយទាំងអស់គ្នា Okay. The last time I make a small one, my family loves it. Okay, so they demand that I should make some more. So, and that's the reason that I've always cooked in like in a big quantity, because when we cook with family, the family love having it. So in order for us to distribute it all together and everybody get a piece of their pie, and then it's I forgot to put my hair up. Will you give me a second, please? Let me put my hair up, okay? Please. My apology. I love long hair, but when I cook, I like to get it out of my way. Okay, so is another fancy way to do this, just like we typically do with the pie on the pan. We can use the reinforcer of a little fork and just gently press it on here to give the illusion of I don't know, of some sophisticated baking. What am I doing? Okay, so there. It's plumpy because I added more of the fillings, okay? I can go ahead and perfect this. We could, and I would. Okay, so, well, you know what? We can go ahead and do that. We don't have to cut anything off. Okay. Just love that a little touch of beauty, you know? I mean, if you're gonna make something, make it more memorable. Hey, right? So it's a little bit plumpy than the one we made the other day because I have enough flour to burn. Okay, so I'm gonna do the parchment paper on here. I have my oven set at 375 because I don't want to rush my pie to get burned from the outside and not allow my pie to cook on the inside. So we're gonna do what like a slow baking. Okay, we will get it eventually. I beat the eggs with with some oil. Okay, so that way it doesn't get too thick. And add a little bit of water and some oil so that way it would it come out better. Okay, so if I arrange this nicely, I would be able to fit 4.5. So we're not gonna coat the egg yet. We're gonna wait until about halfway done. If we do right now, the egg have tendency to burn quick, so it may not, a pie may not cook completely, but the outside of the pie would have like a finishing look, but it's not quite finishing. So the trick is to bake a pie halfway, or even before it, maybe 10 minutes before we remove it. We're just gonna coat the egg yolk. Okay, the egg yolk work. Okay, isn't that beautiful already? Okay. It's gonna be even more beautiful when it's done. Okay. So for that size of pie, you will need about this big of dough. So I have my dough done yesterday, but I didn't have chance to come on here. What I was cooking yesterday. Oh yeah, I was making the deep fry rolls. Okay. I mean, this morning I tried with the air fry. It worked a lot better. It's a less mess, and it was delicious. So that was like tricky when when the air fryer can do a better job than deep frying, I think. What I did was that I coated with some oil on the top of the rolls and just a deep fryer, and it turned out just perfect, and the color was just beautiful. I'm gonna release the short version of that so that way you see the difference between the deep fries and the air fryer, because the air fryer does not require the oil, but then I just love the to have a little bit of healthy oil that way. Um, it it gives the flavor and the crunchiness, okay, and non-stickiness. Okay, so I'm not too particular about the perfections of the dough. We can just cut it off. Okay. All right. So to get that size, I think we just measure by the size of the roller. So if you said, oh, what's the size? So if you have big rollers, then just probably about 6 inches. If you want to make a big one, then go right ahead. Whatever make you happy. Whatever make you happy, do it. Yeah, we're gonna smother this this fancy pie here, and we're gonna cover it. Yeah, this is gonna be serious. This might be like gushing out some of the pie juice, okay? Which is, I don't mind. I like to see that that good amount of volcanic gust out of juice. Oh, here we go. So we pat it, and then we will reinforce it with the fork, okay? I know this technique here, this method here is being done a lot on YouTube channels. Okay, so it's just an easy thing. I even did this with my what you call it, I did this with the crab rangoon also. Okay, you want to get that perfection, I mean the evenness. So go ahead. Yeah, don't hurt us. Okay, so look at this pocket. It's full of delicious apple. Okay, so now we can do both sides. What's the matter? Nothing's matter. So I mean, with both sides shown. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna poke a little hole just to allow the heat to leave. Awesome. Hi to all of you, and welcome. I'm so happy you're here. If you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. If you have not already, follow me on my TikTok. If you follow me, I will certainly go back and follow you. It's just common decency thing that we do for each other. Okay, we gonna support each other. This is a little bit, we're gonna support each other. Okay, so we do this together. We in the community. Okay. Oh, this one is a lot bigger than the one I have. Dang it! Somebody gonna be very happy getting this big one. So go ahead and create your personal design. Okay. This one I had, definitely the apple will gust out. It's gonna be like, look like a real pie. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do one more, maybe two more. Okay. I'll put one more here and here on the side, and it's gonna go into the ovens. I love the look of it already. It is amazing. So, oh yeah, I was telling you that the best secret to crusty pie is to have everything chill. When we mix the dough, okay, we use chill. We use chill butters or shortening, okay, you have to be chilled, okay. What I did is that I just put the shortening in the fridge for a few days or for overnight, that'll do. And then and there's a good amount of water, you know. Here I do 4 cups, so I have about, no, 5 cups, actually 5 cups. So I have about two cups of shortening, and then about 16 tablespoons of water, okay, and then about 1 teaspoon of salt. That's all it is. The dough is pretty basic, okay. It's one of those basic crust that doesn't require a lot of work, okay. But the apple fillings, I cook ahead, okay. Wash, peel, and I chop it up in smaller pieces, and then I saute it. You can do chunk pieces you like, but it's just easy to handle because we're not baking in the pan. So we're not using the pie pan, so it's a lot easier to do it on the small pieces of apples. Okay. So this one right here is a little bit chubby, which is fine. Somebody gonna be happy. Yeah, extra serving. The one I made the other day was perfect, but then they want to have more than one, meaning that it wasn't enough. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create a little design. Do the flower design, whatever design that you like, you go ahead. Whatever talent you have in making pretty cooking, you go right here. Okay. I think that's pretty. All right. We'll do one more, and then I'm just gonna start baking it because I think the oven is ready. Okay, so grab a good size of flowers. Yesterday I had only the time to make the dough, and I keep it chilled overnight. So it's about 24 hours because I did this about this time yesterday, and I keep it in the fridge. Yeah. And if you keep everything chilled, when we blend the flour, make sure that the water is chill, that the shortening is chill, and after you blend it, and typically if you're gonna make it in the same day, then the flour need to be chilled. If this 2 cups of flours, it will be only 30 minutes. If you have 4 cups like I do, then you will need about 1 hour, or you can break it into two flour, 2 dough ball, and that would allow you to chill it for 30 minutes equally. Okay. If you're not gonna separate them, then it will be about an hour to keep it chill. It's so easy, just like you probably done this before, you know. It's just one of those easy, cheesy baking project that was just so easy to get little kid involved, you know. But I'm not at the other house. The grandkids still in school. Here we go. So we have 4 in here. The good thing about the apple crust is that it does not require to mix the dough with baking soda or baking powder, okay? Strictly just everything have to be cold. Let me put this away for a minute. Because I wanted to keep my my dough cold. Okay, we're gonna make a little bit of hole, okay? We're just gonna let out the pressure by doing a little puncture. There you go. If the juice, there's a lot of juice in here, then it'll push out, or the air would be eliminated. Okay. Once it's baked, you can even see the trace of it, okay? I mean, it just it's just gonna be covered by the heat because the flour is gonna be in a mesh, so you won't be able to see this at all, the track. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and bake now for about 25 minutes, okay, or even longer. It depends. You can do square box. All right, I'm gonna let it bake for a little bit, and then we'll come back and glaze it with the yolk, okay, to get this pocket pie here to have that beautiful golden top, okay, and then of course on the bottom will cook perfectly. Okay? I use parchment paper to bake a pastry. It come out easier. Okay. My apology. Because the oven is on, it's heating up. Okay. All right, let's work on a couple more. Okay, we can do different style. We can roll this like I did the other day. That worked perfect also. Okay, so again, it's no bigger than the eggs, unless you want to make a bigger size, or we can bake it on the pan. But I think this would be more challenging to do this because the children love it better than like a regular pie. Because I know that our ancestor, grandma, grandpa, well, my grandma and grandpa was born in Asia, so pie, we don't have pie. We never have pie. We have no knowledge of pie making. The only dessert that Asian people have was just the regular dessert that I bake with the banana leaf and the sticky rice and the cassava and the banana wrap sticky rice. Those are our regular dessert. Okay, we were born with those type of dessert. But pie, no, there's no pie. No cake until French come over and colonize Cambodia for 100 years. Within that 100 years, Cambodian people start to learn the language, start to learn of the Western culture. It was like, you know, I mean, we were influenced by it, by the culture, and women started to dress like Westerner. First, they give up that sarong, you know, the cloth that like the sarong over a dress or pants, and then when I know I can't speak too loud because they're working on the studio. I mean, in the studio. Okay, so to do the other pocket, it's probably to get it. You want to do square, but we can cut it off. Okay. So I was telling you that in Cambodia we don't have pie, we don't have cake until the French came. The French came to. The French brought the culture with them, and Cambodian people started to be influenced by the French culture. So women started to wear before all this happened, Cambodian women, just like in Africa, they don't wear bra. They just wrap it the cloth. Okay, it's very very like sexy kind of way. I would say so. If there's an era where Cambodian women didn't wear anything at all, topless, you know what I mean? That was just part of the culture then. Yeah, so it was like, it was beautiful. Okay? I mean, growing up, when I saw my grandma, she did the same thing. Like, when the temperature get really, really hot, I see my grandma took off her blouse, you know, that little cutie titty hanging out. So it was normal. It was so normal for us then, you know, no one making fun of anybody. It just the culture norms where it's acceptable, you know, until I think after the Angkor era, because go back, you know, in the day, I think where all the beautiful culture where women not necessarily have to cover herself too much, you know, because when she fed her baby is able to like to pull her tick this way and that way, and then she'll be fine with it, you know. I mean, men have seen so much of it. It's like, yeah, I don't need to see it. So yeah, so just say, you know, I was growing up in the culture where things are different, and it's okay, you know, to have the differences. Be okay with that. Yeah. Here we go. This one right here, this one right here, I just wrap it just like tamale or burrito. Okay. Oh, let me get the charger on my phone, please. Sorry about that. I thought I charged everything, but then I guess it's run out quicker than I thought. My apology. I was saying that I was growing up in the culture where women only modest from like waist down. Up here, it was like it's a country where women are free to express her body, but she doesn't have a whole lot of freedom to, as far as what do you call it, be part of the movement, or even civil right, you know, because women, I don't know, I can't explain it. First she was like, it's okay for her to like be topless, but it's not okay for her to get educated. So I don't know. It's like that. Okay. So this one right here, I'm adding a little heart. Yeah. If I can get the heart shape. Oh yeah. Oh like. Oh okay. Okay, girl. Hold on. Okay, in love. All right. Maybe we do. I don't know. We can do 2 hearts. See, when you make extra dough, you can have fun with it. So involve kids, you know, kids will love stuff like this, and to allow the kid, to have the first hand of joy in cooking, you know, spend time with mom, spend time with aunt, uncle, especially grandma, you know, because grandma, to be grandma, we have to live like for the 3rd generation. You know, each time when the new generation arrives, the first generation is getting older and her time is running out. You know, if we don't share the time with grandma, then they come back and say, oh, I wish I spent time with mom, dad, or grandma and grandpa. Now she's gone, and I regret it big time. You know, so why regret when she's alive and he's alive? Then enjoy the time. You know, involve them. You know, if they live on if they live if they live in the living facility, visit them, you know, don't let our old folk be by themselves and suffer from loneliness, you know. I mean, she started with building family. She wasn't alone. She built family, and now the family, I mean, you know, I mean, everybody is busy, and they said, well, you know, it's better that he lived with in the convalescent or an assisted living, because she would get people to help her with all the needs she needs, you know what I mean? And then, all right, this one have 3 hearts. So, but if you have chance to be with your family, you know, especially grandma, if great grandma's still alive, you know, be part of the elderly or the elder generation, because once they're gone, they're gone. Okay. Beautiful heart. Okay. This will be for kids. They love that. They love that little tiny heart, a little tiny gesture that go a long way. You know, same thing with adult. You know, we love that little gift, a little sign of love. You know. So what I'm saying, I was fortunate to have born in a family, a huge family. We have a large family. Okay, we have both sides of my parents' side, and my great grandparents were still alive at the time. I was in my about 6 or 7 year old, you know, 8-year-old, and they passed. You know, I mean, they passed before I turned 10. But I remember, you know, I remember attending the funeral. I remember when they being cremated. I also remember when we pick up their remains, you know. In Cambodia, we don't have funeral service. We don't have funeral home like this. All the funeral cremation is done in the open, in front of the house, at the farm, at the monastery, at the temple. There's no regulation like in America. Like in America, it was serious because everything have to be done in the authorized agent, authorized agency, authorized everything. Everything have to be authorized, have to be licensing, have to be appropriately handled by the government. You know what I mean? In Cambodia, in Vietnam too. You know, when I traveled to Vietnam, the Muslim was like in the rice field. You can see it, you know, vividly. You can see like, oh, there's a Muslim there. In Cambodia too. When my aunt died last year in July, in August, they cremated her in front of the house. they said that it's a good luck to cremate parent in front of the house. So I said, okay. I mean, I that was something new, you know. It's not like that before I left Cambodia. You know, after I left Cambodia for what 50 years. Yeah, because I left in 1975, so now it's 2025, so it's been 50 years since I left Cambodia. So a lot of things change, you know. I mean, a lot of changes that I don't know about, you know. So when I heard that my aunt and my uncle were being cremated in front of the house, and when I visit, I probably step on their ashes. I didn't know, you know. No one told me until I saw what they did at the, when my mom went to see her sisters. She was already gravely ill, and then we were able to spend some time with her before she passed. It was a good visit and allowed my mom to see her sister for like what, 50 years since they saw each other last. Because to go back and allow her to visit her sister before she passed was like the most beautiful moment. It was a little expensive because we went to the family in Thailand and then in Cambodia. So but we get, it was priceless because we get to spend time with the family, you know. That was priceless. We were able to spend time with the family. Okay, got to eat a lot of fruit. I visited first time Angkor Wat. I was born in Cambodia, and we never got to visit. Not that we don't have money. We do have money, but then I didn't know anything about Angkor Wat at the time. And I don't know how important it was. And my mom, my dad never take trips. They're always busy farming and making a living. So we never gotten to visit. So when I visit Angkor Wat, it was like overwhelmed with joy, you know, because literally it's in Cambodia, and that the land I was born in, and never gotten to see what Cambodian have in offer, you know. So so it was so nice. My mom didn't go because she never seen it. She never went to the temple. I think at the time where Angkor Wat was not popular for Cambodian folk. I don't know why. maybe just that we don't hear about it, you know, because at the time we don't have TV, we don't have, well, probably on radio, but then I don't think it was significant. And we know this Angkor Wat is like something beautiful, but then it was not significant for Cambodian people at the time. So I visited, I was overwhelmed with emotion because it was just so beautiful, you know, and that it take men, the building itself was magnificent, but the carving itself, all those apsara, the ancient dancer with all those head adorned, you know, I mean, she probably topless, but in the day, that's why I said they adorn with all kind of gold jewelries, but then they don't cover this, but they cover everywhere else but this, and I think that's why I'm saying that it was influenced by the Angkor era, you know what I mean? I mean, it's beautiful, but yeah, so, but we're not like that anymore. We Asian women, I mean Cambodian women, are typically very benevolent, very loving, very modest. Okay, like I'm modest. I dress from head to toe. And so this one right here, I just be creative. Okay, I just want to have something creative. So I love the fact that I'll be able to come back and without being under pressure, you know, under scrutinized, and I just can come up with all kind of beautiful idea, you know. I mean, bakery, and pastry is like, it's supposed to be a joy, you know. And of course the holidays coming, Thanksgiving's coming. I know that Thanksgivings are not for everybody, you know, especially. Okay, I'm closing the topic on Cambodia. Let me let me share with you how American, if you're American, you already know how we celebrate Thanksgiving, right? Welcome. Welcome, all of you. Um, Samuel? Samuel. Thank you. You know, it, it's a little bit of everything, you know, to make us a better person. If I have not gone through what I have gone through, I don't know if I would be the kind of person I'm today, you know, is that full of grateful heart, you know. That's why I love to treat other people with same common decency and respect, because we never know what person went through in their life, you know. Because they look normal, they smell normal, they look normal, doesn't mean they, you know, doesn't mean that they have not gone through trial and tribulations. For me, I have gone through the genocide, the ethnic cleansing, because I'm Thai descent. So when the Khmer was taken over, they kill anybody who from another country. You know, they just got rid of all of us, and that's why all my family were killed, save for my immediate family. I think I talked about that before. It's still emotional for me to talk about, because it affect me, it affect my family, you know. Then I was gonna share with you, let's switch the topic before I get too emotional. I was saying that okay, so I'm here in America. I am grateful. I'm grateful for the American Indian, that they like to be called the indigenous people. You know, I mean, I'm grateful that they came before us and share the land, because the Lord blesses them first, so they were here and they claimed the territory, and it's beautiful, you know, for them to share. And I know that it's a lot of things in between, but then just know that it was like, I'm a Gentile, you know, those who came here with authorizations of the government authorization, came here as asylum seeker. So we always appreciate being here in America, but then Thanksgiving supposed to gear toward us being thankful, thanking, and heart full of thanks for America, be American, okay, or some sort of, okay. So for me, I'm grateful. So I do celebrate Thanksgiving according, just go with the mainstream, you know. I know that indigenous people do not celebrate holiday like Thanksgiving holiday, because they don't feel that it is fair, because and that the European came and took their land, you know, and thing of that nature. You know, it's painful to talk about, you know. I know it does, you know, but for me, what Thanksgiving represents for me is to thank the land and the people who came before and share the land, okay. And about the cooking, about the celebration, it's not necessary, okay. But because it's a holiday, the kid growing up here, that's all they know about is the holiday that we celebrate. So we celebrate, but we also understand that the indigenous people do not embrace Thanksgiving, and we respect that totally, you know. I would feel the same way if someone come and take my home, you know, and push me out, and like, it would be not pretty, you know. So I understand the feeling because I lost my home too. Okay, I lost my home when the communist taken over. Yeah. I know how it's like to lose a home. I know how it's like when a home is being taken. I know how it's like to have to walk through minefield. So, yeah. Thank you, Samuel. But to commemorate and thank God for this beautiful land and for those who come before us and sharing the land with us. For Thanksgiving, I would give thanks to the Lord who been so generous with my family that allow us to be free from the hand of the communists and that had be able to come to this great land. Okay, so that's what I'm grateful for. But whatever happened before that, it's unfortunate. Okay, but just remember that this land is to share because we have the blessing from God. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to make something beautiful and delicious and share on Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate, then just be thankful. You know, I mean, for me, I'm thankful. You know. All right, so here we go. We have 3 beautiful design. Okay, I have some leaves on here, and then still a little bit of tic tac, and then the leaves. Okay, let me go check on the one we have if it's about done. I lost track of time. Okay, but I'm gonna check on it and see how much longer I need to bake it. And that's the thing with me, sometimes I don't even put on timer. I just check it. If it's ready, it's ready. If it's not, I just leave in there until it's ready. But I have to remember I have something in the oven before I start to smell the burn. Then we lose the cooking. Okay, give me 1 second, please. Let me check on our pie. It turned out beautifully. I think I overdone the filling, so you see some gushing out. Okay, it's fine. It's lovely. I love it. It looked like a real pie. You know, look at that. It would be nice to have like a scoop of ice cream over it. You know, like so. It looked like it's almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and coat the eggs. Okay, the yolk. I mix it with some cooking oil to allow it to, because the yolk is very thick. So, and when we dilute a little bit of oil, it just allow the egg to coat better. Okay, look at that. You know, I don't know about you, but I found cooking is just like relaxing. You know, I mean, the only part that was like that was like messes when they have to do a lot of cleaning. Other than that, I think I can do cooking all day if I have someone to clean up after my mess, you know. Okay, so I have this egg yolk coated and it looks amazing already. Okay, we're gonna put back on there for another 10-15 minutes. I think that's how long it was in there. Okay, all right, we're just gonna do on the top and on the side only. On the other side, we don't care. We don't need to see. So we only need to see one side of the pie. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Oh, it smells so good. I just want one right now. Look at that. So while I'm waiting for that to get processed, I am going to create a few more, okay? This time, perhaps I will make round. Would that be nice? Okay, we're gonna have a nice side of round one, okay? This is the smallest, well, this is the sensible side I can find, because either too big or no, too small or too big, so I think this would be in between, but I could be wrong. Let me look more. Sorry about that. See? So I don't have in between, either too big or too small. We're gonna go with this one because we have enough filling to do that. I probably have more than enough of the crust. I will put in the fridge, and I have something that I like to do with it. Since I already have the pie crust, so I would want to do something nice with it. Maybe do chicken pot pie. I have not done chicken pot pie for a long time. I already forgotten how to make this thing. Shoot, I would have to like. Well, the chicken pot pie is not difficult, you know. I mean, I can blend the pie, the chicken with no hassle. It's gonna be simple. And then if you want that perfect round shape that we did earlier, you can use a bigger bowl, okay, and when you flip it over, it's get that beautiful even pastry. I didn't do that. I was just didn't even measure it. But if we can do that, we can have a beautiful shape, okay? We can do, okay. Go ahead and spin this around to give it a nice cut. Right, so we have one side of the pastry. We need one more. Just want to welcome all of you. Really? Oh, don't you like cooking, Sam? Can I call you Sam? Is that okay to call you Sam? Is it challenge and therapeutic? If it's therapeutic, you should be able to enjoy it. Just like when I crochet, I found that therapeutic. Like, I need that. Try. Cooking will take me away like on a paradise island somewhere, you know. Yeah, it's like I can come back from a hard day working and be able to enjoy cooking. You know why I'm like that? When I was a single mom to 6 kids, I worked 2 jobs, so I never really have time to do much, but be able to cook and feed the kid. I don't have time to do any of this bakery and baking and all that. But then I work at a donut shop. In the morning, I open and deal with the morning customers, and gotten to learn a few Spanish word, because all the Spanish people who come out to do their coffee and all the wonderful pastry in the morning. So and then I have regular job, and then so I have two jobs, like early in the morning at the donut shop for a few hours, and then I have a regular job until 5. Um, that's what it takes to raise 6 kids on your own, you know. I mean, I remember when I never have time for the kid. When they come home, it's already late, so we all we can do is just put food on the table and sit down to eat with the kids, and then do homeworks and same old routine for how many years, until all of them finished the high school and they left me. It's fine. It's beautiful to be able to see them leaving to have a better life, you know, because was with me, it was like we were poor. I'm not gonna be ashamed of saying the word poor, because we were, you know. I mean, even I worked 2 jobs, we're still poor, we, because no one to support us. So, and that's why we were poor. So now my kids are able to afford whatever, you know. They doing good, and some of them are business owners, some of them work. So, you know, something that I'm truly proud of, you know. Amazing people. They never really give me a hard time growing up with me. They do their job as kid. I'm doing my job as mom, and we took care of each other. You know, I never have to worry about them being delinquency. I never have to worry about them being bad kids or anything like that. You know, it was really, really nice, you know, to have those kind of support and love for my kids. That's why I love my kids so much, because they're such good people. You know, I never have to come to a principal office for anything, but I went to a principal office a lot of time. And that because I was involved in too many fights. Yeah, I did, because somebody's always causing me problems. So, you know, I didn't speak the language. I don't know what they're trying to, I don't know what they mean. So I fought. Yeah. I fought many good fights. My hair was down here, very thick, not like I have now. So yeah, every time I in the fight, my hair was like got pulled. It was like terrible. That was the day where I first came to America. Now no one can touch me. Don't touch me, please. Exit. We learn some right, you know. After a while, people, when we learn certain right, you know, we know that we can be better person. We can educate people, like educate the ignorant people, you know. I mean, people are educated, but there's some ignorant one that think that they can bully you or bully anybody, you know. I don't let people do that anymore. I spent the last 35 years educating the community about the cultural differences. So I still do, you know. I mean, I still get called to do that. But yeah, so I was saying about Thanksgiving is that I have a lot of thanks. You know, first of all, I thank God every day for just be able to wake up each morning. And just to be able to have another day. Thank you, Sam. Samuel is fine, because you can call me Vanna. Sometimes people call me Vanya, call me Vanna Banana. I'm like, okay. If I look like I am crazy, then if I if I act crazy, I do crazy, then I'll be okay. Because if you call me Vanna Banana, you know, I mean, again, it's okay. I forgive them. But even in high school, and somebody called me some weird name, you know, because they call me Campbell soup, Campbell soup. Oop, TikTok gonna strike me. Just a minute, give them a minute. The yeah, they were mean, you know, and I wasn't a mean person, you know. I was benevolent, was shy, was naive, didn't speak the language, came to America with backup clothes, you know. It was not mean any harm to anybody, you know, and went to school like everybody else. And well, I went to school, I like everybody else, but I was older than anybody else in school because I was already 17, start freshman year. And then I spent 4 years in high school, so that means I was like 21 and a half years because I was born in January, and school then we didn't walk until like mid-May or June, so that made me like the oldest kid to graduate from high school. No, that's something that I'm grateful for. You know, when I first came, no one prepared us. We came on the plane, on the bus, onto the community, and here we are. You know, like, here we go. No one to welcome to America. My sponsor came to the bus station and to pick us up, and that was the only person that's there to welcome us. And the rest of the time, I have to learn it. Oops. Let me check my pie. But I'm just saying, you know, it's a beautiful experience, Sam. I don't know if you've been through it or not. You know, I mean, yeah, because when I came, Sam, in the refugee camp, right? It was too crowded and like 30, 50. Well, in my refugee camp, I think it was about 30,000 of refugees in the same camp, and there was like a few camps everywhere, a few camps somewhere else too, and we cannot afford a private tutor to teach us in English. So when we came, so we have to start from the elementary. But because I'm too young to be in the middle school, elementary schools, I was in high school sitting. Oh, well, let me share something that I think I shared before, but you may not already heard. Yeah, 21 and a half years old. Shoot, I didn't know what the age was. I didn't worry about how old was in school because I didn't know American school system. So I just went to school just like anybody else, you know. I mean, because that's like is requirement, I guess, you know. So so my first day in high school, so we arrived in August in 1980. Okay, I was 17 years old at the time. So in 1980, school already started. So got enrolled and they took us to school. So I have 6 brothers and sisters. So I mean, there's 6 children. I'm being second oldest. So we're being taken to school. And the first day, somebody took us to a classroom. For me, it was cooking class. Yay, cooking class. Yeah, it was supposed to be fun because if I understand what's going on, right? I didn't understand what's going on. I sitting there and watching everybody learn how to cook, right? So so I sat to observe because I don't understand what's going on because I didn't speak the language. So and the teacher she's just doing her job, you know. She smiled. She probably knew I don't speak the language, so she didn't try to give me any hard assignment. So finally, like weeks after that, oh yes, the first day, because I can't read the school schedules. So when the first period is done, everybody left. So I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, where I was supposed to be going. I can't read the syllabus or school. I couldn't read the class schedule, so I was just sitting there and waiting for something to happen. Maybe somebody will come and tell me what to do, right? Okay, let me get the pie out because the pie is getting browny. Voila. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is so much fun. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to sample them. Okay, look at that. It gusts out. It's perfect for me because that's what pie is supposed to be doing anyway, right? So give me a minute. Let me remove it from the pan so that we can bake the rest. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the pie that I have, so that way I can bake all this in one day. Okay, we're gonna do a heart. Hopefully, it'll stay. Okay, heart, stay. If it come off, I'm gonna eat it. I think I may have room for this. Let me move this around then. Cute. I got 4 hearts on there. See, when a grandma like myself, I love to see the smile from the kid face, So let me put it in the in the oven so that way it will cook for us. Okay, I'm gonna let the one that I just removed from the pan to cool down. Okay. But you know how I like my pie? I like mine a little warm. You see it? How beautiful that is? It's so simple. I love about pocket pie is that it's just too simple. Maybe if I do chicken pot pie in the same way, I think it's feasible. Because with the chicken pot pie, I can make a little pot. Okay? Maybe just leave a little hole on the top. I think it'll work. What do you think? We shall try. I like inventions, so if it doesn't work, then we know it doesn't work. If it works, it will be a perfect recipe to make someone happy. Okay. I have a little bit of filling to go, and while I'm on here, because people always say that I never speak. Oh yeah. You're just reading my mind, Samuel. That it'll be perfect with a scoop of ice cream, and it can happen. I think there's ice cream in the freezer right here. Yeah, but it belongs to Lucy. Lucy be mad at me if I eat her ice cream. Look at that. But well, now that you remind me, I'll get myself a vanilla ice cream. I think it'll go perfect with it. So where you from, Samuel? Are you in US or are you from European? What nations are you in? I mean, a lot of my followers are from everywhere. Yeah, it feels good to be graduated at a certain age, And then I went on to 2 years. That's it. I'm done. I I love learning, but then I don't like doing homework. And you know why? Because at the time when learning was a little challenge, because what? Because when we do research paper, we have to find in the World Book, encyclopedia, we have to go to the library, we have to do footnote, we have to type manually. Okay, so that's why I don't like to do all that work. So now that with all these things, maybe I'll go back. Maybe I wanted to pursue my BS program probably in Cambodia. I wanted to go back to school in Cambodia because people tell me that my Cambodian is too strong of an accent. Just like I'm speaking English, people said I have accent. Well, I'm not gonna be mad at them because I think I do. You know, I mean, we all have accent in a way. You know, I don't speak New York. I don't speak Texas. I don't speak Louisiana accent. I speak California accent. I think does California have accent? I think they do. I mean, we all have different accents. So it's a beautiful language. People tell me that I have strong Cambodian accent. Be a Cambodian born, I have accent. So I said, oh, okay. So I asked them, can you understand me when I do a translation? People never complain until this one lady. After I did everything for her, she got what she needed, and then she one day she called me and said, oh, I just want to let you know that you have such a strong accent. Wow, that made my heart sink. I said, so I asked her this question and said, okay, I know I have strong accents, so but I'm not guilty about that. There's nothing I can do about that, you know. So I can try to make it sound pretty, but sound pretty does not get the work done. So I asked her, did you understood me? Yes, I do. So then what's the problem then? There was no problem. I just want to let you know that you have strong accent, that's all. Okay, sound cute to me. So, and then because I speak, so I was born in Cambodia, so growing up speaking Cambodian at home. No, I'm a Thai descent. My family, both sides of my family are from Thailand, which I'm being barred from going to Thailand right now because I have Cambodian nationality. On my passport, on my what you call it? Yes, Vana. Thank you. Appreciate that. No, I know how I sound like Sam. I know I have accent. You know, I'm not gonna deny. I'm not gonna say that I'm perfect on that. No, I'm just saying. You know, I mean, if I go to New York now, people in New York speak differently. You know, if I go to Texas, Texan people speak. They have their own accent also. If I go to British in England right now, they even have that like beautiful accent. I like to like water, or even what else? I think British accent is just so beautiful. I wish I can imitate them right now. You know, so so I don't have accent, Sam. You don't have to be nice, but I appreciate that. You know, my kid told me that I have accent because they're U.S. born, so they don't have accent. But I love it. I love me having accent. It was just telling me that I speak more than English, so I was supposed to have the accent. Accent is cute. I would think so, huh? What about you all? Thank you for the heart. TikTok people are so cute. Well, let me give them back the heart. They always send heart, and make sure that you click the follow so I can go back and follow out of you too, because I will get the the notification if anybody subscribe to my channel, or even or even like or what do you call it? Click like. What am I saying? Follow. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do something fun over here. Okay. Follow. Okay. Click follow. Like I was saying earlier that I get some troll on here too if they're being mean, you know. Yeah, you're good. I like the way you're talking. Seems like you're a very intelligent person that you can quickly understood and have that guidance. You know, I appreciate that. Yes, as long we can communicate, as long we can understand each other. But sometimes people being they just, I don't know whether out of jealousy or not. You know, I used to be married to this person. He's wonderful, but then I think he was a little jealous of me, be able to speak 4 or 5 languages. You know, he wished that he can speak other language like I do. He wished that he's able to work in the community like I do. I said, go work. You want to learn a language? Learn. I have to learn it. You know, I mean, I self-taught 2 other languages. Hold on. I was supposed to finish this one, what I'm doing over here first. So you don't need to be jealous of anybody, you know. I mean, I have to go through a whole lot to learn the language. The language I was born in, it was easy. I don't have to learn to read. I mean, to speak. I just learn to read. Okay, but the language that I have to adapt to English, because we live in America. All of us have to speak English. People said, no, you live in America, you don't have to speak English, you can get interpreter. So I became independent interpreter for my professions. Besides doing cooking, besides taking care of family, I do interpreting. And in the community where I work in, I get to do most because the language. When people walk in, Vanna, here's a person for you. Someone walk in there to ask for help. Vanna, here's this person's for you. It's always, Vanna, here's the person for you. Because I speak 4 languages, so whoever walked in that office will be for me. Yeah. Isn't that cute? Do all the work by myself. That's why my boss loved me. I love working in the community because it's so rewarding. When I moved out of that area, my clients started crying. But they all have my personal phone number. If they ever need help with anything, they can call me anytime. And I'm still working, help them. I don't get paid now. I don't get salary like I did where I work. But then I still be able to help those people. You know, I still have clients that still be calling me for the language, and if they can't call the doctors, if they can't speak with their worker, they still be calling me. You know, I'll be talking to the doctors and discussing about their health and their profile and stuff like that. You know, I mean, I still able to do all this incentive work. Because I'm out of the community, it doesn't mean that I can't be part of the community. So that's what the beautiful, simple things about my world. Okay. All right, so this one right here is kind of cute. I think I did the sundial, so see that? So that's why when I do baking, I like to have that little bit of time so that I can be creative about it. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be dual apple pie in the pot, in the pan. You can be creative and it'll be just good. Believe me. Okay, let me put this back in the fridge. I don't want it to get warm. Because today is a little bit warm, even right now, my cheek is burning up because the oven is on. I didn't use the big oven. I used the portable oven, this big, but still it's a lot of heat, you know, so. yeah, so so I'm grateful. Just like I was saying, some living in America, it taught me so many valuable. Well, being born in Cambodia taught me more. It taught me to be to endure, to take pain. Sorry, because just like we being refined, you know, just like they were saying that when the Japanese samurais um, was made, it gone through a lot of firing, a lot of beating, a lot of shopping. Same thing for human life, you know. I mean, if you were lucky to be born without any sort of turmoil, then consider yourself lucky and something to be thankful about. But majority of us, we don't have that kind of what you call it. We weren't born. We wouldn't be that lucky to be born with not have to deal with turmoil. Some of us have more turmoil. Some of us have less turmoil. It depends on. I think I question God, you know, that maybe before we left heaven to come here on earth, we raised our hand too much. You know, we raised our hand to, like, we didn't go through certain life event, life turmoil, where to be born, when to be born, and how we're being born, and what country we're going to be in. I think it's like predecessor, you know, like we were designed, we were like, so because I'm Christian, so I believe in pre-mortal and pre-existent and where we came from, right? I know that you don't believe, and then you're fine, you know. I mean, just 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 respect our differences, and um, and will make our life easier. Okay, let me take it out of my way before I cause disaster. I have tendency to do that. Prone to accident. You know, let me show you the texture of our pastry. Look at that. On the bottom is lovely. It's a little guzzy. I like that. I like the way you know, the filling overflow. It's just like it looks so irresistible. But the dough, the crust is gonna be so wonderfully delicious because it's being baked at a very like temperamental. It's no rushing. You know, allow the dough to like seasoning in. And overnight dough is not too bad. It worked the same fashion. You know, it was all you need to do was just like re-knit it to make sure that the shortenings are being awakened and allow it to blend very well with the flours. Right, here we go. Something fun. So much fun. I just love doing this because, just like Sam was saying, it's therapeutic. You know, it should be therapeutic because I remember eating out is fine and dandy. Oh, let me poke hole in this one before I forget, okay? It's fine and dandy. If you can afford it, if you live by yourself, you know, like cooking is not like your option and you hate cleaning. You just want to go sit down and have someone wait on you and you're fine, you know. But for someone who had a large family, we cannot afford to take the kid to the restaurant every day just to avoid cleaning mess, you know, because eating out is pretty expensive. And if you can afford it, you know, it's dandy. But if you're on the budget for some family, you know, we cannot afford to do that. So cooking at home would be, well, the price of two adult meal is, after tip and dessert, it'll be what, 120, $98. That's like a low dine-in dinner. Okay, you want something fancy, steak and entree, oh yeah, expect to be more. Okay, so so if we take the $120 to buy grocery, you can feed the family for a couple days. Okay, I know that for sure because that's what I used to do, right? Because I have 6 children, so working 2 jobs is already enough. Just have enough to pay for the shelter and living expenses, and we never have chance to like have anything fancy, you know. I'm not ashamed talking about it because that's the truth, you know. That's what we have to go through in our life. And we never gotten to eat out, you know, always cooking at home. And that was like okay with me, you know, because I love cooking anyway. So feeding the kids and be economical about it, you know? But now that I'm glad that I did that with the kids, because my kids love cooking too. They even say that, Mom, we love your food, your ingredients just perfect, and we're trying to make it at home, and it never come out like yours. It doesn't taste like you. It doesn't not matter if we put more pepper, if we put more salt, we put more ingredient, we still don't taste right, you know. I thought, well, create your own flavor. And that's what I would suggest you guys doing, you know, create your own flavor. And yeah, it's never gonna be the same. Because my ingredient wasn't the same with my grandma or my great grandma, you know. So I tell them, don't worry about it. Create your own unique taste and flavor, because we're not gonna be the same. Never gonna be the same. Never gonna be the same. The kids' cooking will not be the same. Our cooking will never be the same like our grandparents, our great grandparents. So it's okay. It's okay to be that, because we are not the same person, so it cannot be the same. Okay, so when my kid moved out from my household, they always be calling me. I think I get more call about free recipe than just checking on me. I'll be done and say, hi Mom, how are you today? We miss and love you. Especially my son, he loves cooking, my oldest son. He would come to me, Mom, what do you put in here, in this, you know? I said, thank you, how are you? So great to hear from you too. And he'd be laughing. And he was saying, Mom, I'm trying, okay? But my son is a great cook, especially when I visited him during holiday. He'd be making the best prawn ribs, and he'd get me like the biggest king crab, like that big, you know, that could take like a whole village to eat. And yeah, they're trying to shower me with their love. And they consider me the queen. So when the queen in the castle, so they got to spoil me, which is fine and lovely. Okay, so it's always nice to have kids spoil me, you know, because their love are so amazing, you know. Because all that hard work and being single mom and work too much, and now that they're all grown and they have their own family, they run their own business, now they're able to give back. So it was really nice, you know, to have that love in return, which is amazing. Okay, this one, what I did was that I opened in the middle. Okay, let's see how it goes, because I never done that before. So I'm gonna do a test dry just in case I decided to do chicken pot pie. And if I were to leave it open like these, would it work? You know, if it work, I will do the chicken pot pie like that. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with being fancy. That's what they do at the bakery now, make it fancy, and you'll be paying for it, you know. I mean, especially the birthday cake like this big, like $50. If you take that big, it's like $150. I'm like, okay. If you want something fancy, then take some time, you know. I mean, if you don't know how to do it, then learn from someone. If you know how to do it, take some time, enjoy yourself. Okay, put the phone down so that way you can cook. Sometimes we spend too much time on the phone, and we neglect all this wonderful recipe that we're supposed to enjoy. Okay, so let me check the one we just went in. Okay, this one I opened in the middle. As you can see that there's a craters in the middle here, because my filling, I cook it. I did not add any cornstarch, okay, because I cook it. It's already tender, and that's why it does not take a long time to cook the fillings, because the fillings are already done. Okay, all we do is just wrap it and put in the ovens and just let it work. Okay, let me go check on my pie. Oh, this one right here, it's so cute. Look at that. Look at all the design still there. It worked. Look at all the design, the heart, the tic tac, and the leaves are so cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and glaze it. Okay, so for the egg to work best is to dilute with some oil. Okay, maybe 1 egg. I use about one tablespoon of oil. That way it glide better. It's a lot, what do you call it? It's watery. It's a lot watery. If you don't dilute with oil, then do with the oil will give the shiny. I get to give it the shine, and if you do water, it's good. But then with a little oil, it gives the shiny. It gives like a really shiny look and shiny finishing look, which is something that we want to show off. You know, if we do something cute like this, it gotta be cute. It gotta be looking good. It gotta not just looking good. It gotta be good too. You know, when you sunk your teeth into this, like, oh, this is beautifully delicious. Beautifully delicious will be the term. Okay, let me put this back for a few more minutes before we put the rest in. I better hurry because, where's my thing? Okay, give me a minute, please. Oh, look at that. It's already looking delicious, don't you think? Don't you agree? My on my TikTok family and friend, they would say that, Vana, don't talk to us. I do. When I speak, I am referent to all of us. Okay, some stay to conversate with me. I appreciate that, just like Sam. Yeah, the kids are my everything. I got all of them finished high school diploma, and after they turned 18, they went to have their own life and their own adventure. My baby, she's 23. My oldest, she is in her 40, early, and she's 39. If she hear me, she said, "I'm not that old, Mom." Well, let me be the only one that's getting old but now they her firstborn gonna be 18 on Christmas Eve. I think I'll be in East Coast during this time because it's something. It's a time where I have to be there because to celebrate the twin birthday, because twins are my first grandchildren. I have 7 of them now, but my grand twin are my very first hearts that I felt, and that I was part of their life. So to witness the time, their, what do you call it, their milestone, you know, from the little, I used to carry both of them on each side, you know. I mean, we gotta rock them because they're a fussy baby. The twin was fussy, you know, because their mom have to work, and there's time where they will live with me for a while, and I know what you're talking about, Samuel. Thank you, appreciate that comment. So I remember that I put two pouch on each side. I used to walk. I work in the community, so I used to walk with a twin. You know, they said, oh, "How do you do that?" They were big. I mean, they were chubby when they were like 6 months. They were big, and I never been big neither. I mean, I'm always been about this size all my life. You know, I mean, I was a couple pounds lighter when I was in my early age. Now, other than that, I never been a big woman, you know. So with this twin on each side, it was like ridiculously ridiculous, because it was like, it's not heavy. I said, gosh, it is heavy, but can't keep them quiet. If I pick up one and the other one cry louder, so I have to pick up both of them, and then yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, I became grandma 18 years ago, and so that was a beautiful experience. I became mom when I was about 23. I think so. Between the, I graduated from high school, 21 and a half, and I met him, and I thought I was in love, and well, I know I'll be taking care of his kids all my life. It's all right. Don't need to go back. Let's move forward with that happiness. It's no need to reminisce, right? What's done is done. Now I just look forward to a beautiful life with grandkids, with kids. Something to look forward to. Okay? So that's what I'm doing, concentrating on the future, not of the past. The reason that I have to use the fork, because the fork will help reinforce the 2 pieces of the pastry here. Okay, if I don't fork it, it won't stay in place too good. So that's why I do this, because it allows that little track of fork help to keep it input. I know it won't run away anywhere, but then just the ideas of pressing it together, and because these are oily, so if I don't press it right, it won't stay. Okay, and how are we doing TikTok? Hey, thank you for subscribing, for following. Okay, I get noticed when you follow me, so let's support each other. If you follow me, I follow you, and feel free to tap, feel free to send heart. Let me send heart to people on TikTok. There. And you too, you can send heart. I see no heart flying. Would love to see heart flying. You know, that, like, like I'm not good with. Oh, there you go. See that? Telling you, you can make somebody happy by just doing some simple gesture. It doesn't have to be like anything fancy. It can be just a small gesture. We that's how we show for support and love for our community members. And I saw a lot of people go on live. I mean, they're different. Especially people from another side of the earth where I'm in America, so we will be like in the morning, it will be the evening, so it's always the opposite. Okay, so this one right here, I open up also, so it looked very beautiful. Let me show you. When I open it, it gives that a really nice, like an opening. Okay. Thank you for the heart. See, somebody. Did you do that, Sam? Thank you, Kai. Okay. So I have about 2 more to go. I think then we, because we're waiting to see the result on the one that we just glaze on it. And I was telling my audience that I used to work in a donut shop for a long time. If I were to be smart like I am now, I would have learned to make donut. And I know how donut making look like. I mean, I was in the kitchen. I helped with put the glaze on. I helped with doing the coating and glazing and all that. So if I were to be smart, if I know that that's what I'm gonna do for content, I would like pay very small detail, but donut making was serious because the mixer was like this big and the flour came like a big 50-pound bag, not like 10-pound bag, and not like that. They were serious. So, and then maybe we'll do bear crawl. Will be fun, It'll be fun to do bear crawl or apple fritter. Apple fritter will be fun. Because then, just like we do here, it's just different technique. I can make a small one. It would be cute to make a small one. Let me finish this one and I'll make a small one. So you see how this works? Okay, so I'm not a good baker. So I'm just learning how to do this on my own, okay, without having to learn from anybody. I'm just using my own common sense. Common sense. I think common sense did a lot of work. It saved a lot of hard work too, because common sense is what allows us to go beyond the horizon. Common sense is what saved people's lives. Common sense is what help us get through hard time and what have us. Okay, let me check if it's ready, so that way we can put this, because I want you to see this when it's done, because I can't wait. Oh, look at these. It's just so beautiful. I mean, not just beautiful, it smells so good. It smells like in that fancy bakery. Look. Okay, it comes out so neat. It's so cute. See, something like this you can do at home, I promise you. Okay, it wasn't hard at all. Look what I do. I talk to you and I just do whatever I feel like doing. Just follow my own intuition. Okay, I'm gonna remove it from the baking pan so that way we can put the rest in there. because I want you to see the one that is opening, okay, and see how it turned out. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. I think we'll do this Thanksgiving. We'll spend the whole Thanksgiving evening do nothing but baking. Look at the heart. Look at the heart. It's just so cute. I can't believe this. It's so too adorable. Oh, look at this one right here. Look. Oh, it turned out better than I expected. Look. Let me go close the door because the sun is toward the east side and it's not too bad at all. I love the sun. So look at that. Look at the heart. Oh man, this is too adorable. Okay, let me set this aside before I cause the accident to happen. Okay, let me put in this cute one that is opening. I don't think it's gonna fit all of it. Let me put that away for now. Okay, I have 3, so I have to make room for it. So here go. One corner. Second corner. Oh yeah, it fit. Oh, thank goodness, it fit 3 in there. So when this come out, then we can dismiss. Okay. Promise me, I'll be here for another about 20 minutes or 25 minutes or so. But it shouldn't be more than that because the oven is pretty hot. Okay. I want you to see the end result of these here. Okay. Okay. Let's put it in now. Oh, those are special. Okay, because I open it, I'll see how the result come out. Because if it does work well, like I said, I'll do the chicken pot pie. That would be like, I made chicken pot pie before. Like I put in the pan and put a little chicken pot pie cup. So it worked really well. But I wanted to do like without the pan, without the pot. Okay? Like we do right here. Okay, just doing the pastry. But thank you for the heart. Look at that. See. Thank you. The heart on the screen. Can't see what happened. Oh, I mean, YouTube. Thank you. I saw the heart went up this way. Okay. But for the TikTok, come on now, send some hearts. Love you too, but you have to send me some heart. Make sure you click follow me so that way I will get the notice so I can follow you back. Okay? Remember that we are here together. If you cook or you have shop, whatever you do, I will always gonna go back and support you guys also. So thank you for the heart. You are a sweetheart. You know, I wish you in Las Vegas. We can. I can cook for you. Yeah, I'm currently in Las Vegas. I'm originally from Cambodia, was living in California for 40 years. I've been in Las Vegas for 5 years now. Okay. It was hard for me to get used to being in Las Vegas. Have you been to Las Vegas, anybody? Have you been to the Sin City? Thank you. That was a lot better with the heart. See that? See, that's what I mean. Yes, it popped up on the screen. The heart, the red heart. That like, yeah, it does. That helped. That helped motivate me. That I'll bring even more delicious recipe. Okay, the recipe that is grow in me because I think I'm just gonna do 2 more after this one. Okay, it's yes. I know how to cook since I was little because what happened is that my mom and my dad are farmers, so they always be working on farms and they will leave me at the farmhouse and she'd be telling me what I need to do. I need to cook rice and get the rice ready. When she come home, she just put vegetable and fish together and then we have meal. So growing up in the day, there was no electricity. So when we cook, we have to build from fire. You know, I think I was telling audience that when we have no match, so we we have to go for fire quest. We have to go around the village to request for fire. Yeah, it's no kidding. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot better. Sitting hard like that, it's like it's so nice. Thank you so much for doing that, Sam. You're such a wonderful person. I appreciate that. That's very kind. You know, I mean, when I first started this cooking show, I was so I was a little skeptical because I started in my first premiere on my cooking show over 2 years ago. Well, about 2 years ago, I did the pad thai, and then I didn't. And after that one show, I paused for many months because I wasn't sure what to do next. So that with that time period, I lost a lot of followers and lost a lot of my community time watch. So so then I said, wait, I have to gain control over trying to get my algorithm going, you know what I mean? Because YouTube is very, very sophisticated and very different than TikTok. But TikToks are cool too, but TikTok is a little bit different than, not a little bit, a lot different than YouTube. I mean, than TikTok. YouTube is a little bit different. I mean, they have a lot of regulation, a lot of requirement also. So so this is my second year on YouTube, and I have been on TikTok for a while, but it just like for fun. I never do anything seriously, and I said, why am I not doing anything seriously? And as far as cooking show, do live cooking show, because I think it would be great to share my recipe, you know, for the whole idea is to share recipe. Okay, I'm not monetizing yet because I'm still new. I'm still new to TikTok, so I still don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just doing this. I don't care what I don't know. I just do what I know, and then you guys came on to support, so that was beautiful. Okay, it's beautiful to have the support from you guys. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Seriously, I'll be crying somewhere. Yeah, so I did the opening on this one, so it's really cute. Okay, okay, I think this will be nice also. Okay, to be able to see the pastry. I mean, to see the fillings inside. I think it'd be beautiful. Okay. So now that I get comfortable talking on TikTok, YouTube too, you know, I mean, when I was in college, I took speech class. Okay, so I did the public speaking. There was all kind of speech. Okay, there was like that you have to prepare for, and public speaking, and a few other things. So how it was graded was like according to performance from point A, point B, point C. I got so nervous, you know, and I still have the video for that, and I need to get the little baby CD so that I can see my own speech performance when I was in college. So from then, I also work in a community where I do a lot of cultural competency out in the community. So I'm always be in front of professional, and I'm always nervous because I know that those people was like, be scrutinized, you know. So I have a little video show, you know, the little PowerPoints, and show them exact location, the information, the research, and the link to it. So I've been doing that for so long, so I got comfortable when I came on to do the cooking show, and I have a producer who helped me start with this. So I was nervous because I was being scrutinized, but when I start doing this on my own, I'm doing a lot better without without the little, like little instruction. Oh, you need to smile. You need to project your voice. You need to like smile. You need to look at the people. You need to read your. So it was like a lot of do and don't, and that's kind of irritating, So anyway. Yes, Scott, hello. Say hello to you too. And you're welcome to connect with any of my audience, connect with each other, say hello. I'm not, oh, let me turn on the game. Sometimes people were saying that, don't grab my audience. Don't do this, don't do that. No, do. I want you guys to get to know each other. I want you guys to socialize, because my channel is not limited to anybody. It's for everybody, for grandma, grandpa, but not for a little kid though, because YouTube, this channel is not made for small children. Sometimes my grandkids be here when their parents allow them to be on. Other than that, there's no kid under 17-year-old can be on here unless they sneak around with their iPad. Okay. So I think I have just 2 more doughs. 2 filling left. I think we're all good. But I just want you to stick with me until I release the round with the beautiful design before I release you guys for the evening. But I'm so happy that all of you can be on here and converse with me. It was really nice, because some people said that, oh, thank you, Scott. Well, thank you so much. That's the first compliment I have heard so far, that being excellent. Because one time when I started this, I was being scrutinized so badly. Somebody was saying that, oh, I should done research before I make this and make that, so that way you do it right. That way, people will not, that YouTube will shut me down. It was so discouraging, because how am I gonna go research something that I know how? Who am I to research when I know what I'm doing? What research do I need? It was ridiculous. So I was so adamant with the person, but I remain cordial. But sometimes I have people who come on here and be rude, and like I said yesterday, I just like snap. Have a good day. Come back again when you have better attitude. We don't need that. How do you know if I have a good day? Like when I just lost my brother a couple of weeks ago, and I'm still mourning the loss of my brother, and someone will come over here and trying to be like nothing but unfriendly. No, be nice to each other. No, just be nice to each other, period. I don't care. Whether we're rich or poor, or black or white, or Latino or Asian, we always treat each other with respect, okay? Just put it this way, okay? No one live beyond 100. If you do, then good for you. But other than that, we cannot take anything with us, but a good deed, okay? You cannot take that beautiful gold watch, the beautiful diamond ring, beautiful house, beautiful whatever that we have as material possession. We cannot take it with us. So since we cannot take it with us, then might as well be nice, okay? Because you never know when, just like my brother, he's my younger brother, but he's gone now. So just say, things happen all the time. Like they said that because I'm Christian, so I go by Christian principle, is that we whatever we do wrong to people in this life, we have to seek for forgiveness before we have no point of return, okay? You have to do that. If we don't ask for forgiveness, when we go on the other side of the rainbow, we'll take that with us. And if any sin committed unforgiven, any wrongdoing without asking for restitution or forgiving, it'll go with us, okay? And we cannot be able to come back in the spirit form and say, hey, you know what, I'm sorry that I steal this from you or hurt you or being unfriendly, being unkind to you. You know, we cannot do that. Even we try, we cannot hear, because once we reach that mortality, then we're no longer able to communicate. Okay, that's why every day when you wake up, you be grateful. You don't have to have $1 million in your pocket. Just be happy that the fact that we are alive and that you have good health. If you suffer and have to deal with some health issue, you know, just know that everything is predecessor. God already designed it in the way that is conformed with his love. Okay. Sometimes it's that why thing happened to me. I'm such a good and loving person. Why bad thing happened to me? Well, I ask that question sometime too. Then I learn to accept the facts that so I refer to Job, the wealthy prophet lived in the day where he was a righteous man, but then God said, well, you know, let me put some affliction on him and see whether his faith will wavering, that he can stop believing and trust and have faith in me. So that's what God did, you know, put boil on Job, and Job wouldn't be able to sit or stand or do nothing because he had boil on his butt. So the community laughed at him and said, oh, well, you know, maybe you do something wrong. That's why, you know, God punished you. And his wife, even his own wife, she started questioning Job, why God punished him, take away his wealth, take away his cow, take away his kids, and with the boil everywhere, you know. So sometimes I look at myself in Job's situation. If you not only know what Job is, he's in the Old Testament, J-O-B, just like Job, but I think they pronounce it Job. So every time in my life is at the rock bottom, I always think of Job. You know, it helped. It helped us analyze the situation, why things happened the way it happened. It didn't happen by accident, okay? Sometimes God just wants to teach us, to let us learn it. Sometimes the first lesson we didn't learn it, he give us more. The more we get stronger, the more the harder lesson he'll give us. Because just like we graduate from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to university. So it never ends to learning. The same thing for God. You know, he never like give us a break as far as giving us the an okay to like no problem. You know, I would love it, no problem. Even at this age, I'm not problem free. I still have to deal with a little thing here and there, but I just know nothing that I can't handle. So if I can't handle, so you know what, I'll sleep over it, and then I wake up the next morning still there. Then you know what, I'll cry a little bit, and then I'll cry the next week until it's like, okay, it got old, so just forget it. If it's not going away, then join it, bring it in, you know, work on it. And because some problem we can't run away, you know, so we have to deal with it. And a lot of time the problem will go away. If it doesn't, then you know what, if it lingers, then just hang in there, okay? Just hang in there, it'll go away. Because nothing lasts in this earth. On this earth, nothing lasts, not even us. So the house that we bought, if we can live in it for 100 years, would be cool. The car that we drive, everything that we own, after 100 years, after we gone, you know. So if you live to be 100 years, then you'll be lucky. If you live to be 50, 60, wherever the timeline that God giving you, you know, just take it, because there's still life after this. So in order to be where we need to be, then we have to go through certain processes, certain trials and tribulations, and certain stage in transition. Okay, let's put it that way. It's nothing that on this earth is permanent, not even our problem. That's how I learned to deal with my problem, is that not even my problem. That is permanent. So there you go. Love myself. So you guys do the same. Okay. So if you feel like you're stuck with problem, they don't go away. And last year I lost 6 relatives, include my aunt, my cousin, my first cousin, my second cousin. One of the cousins died on her wedding day. At the wedding reception, she got sick, and that's that. She's gone. So she's been gone a year now. We just have her anniversary memorial last week. She's been gone a year. Left her groom, her bridegroom. And no kid though. They don't have children from this marriage, so it would have been super sad, you know. But I lost my cousin who was in a convalescent home. Finally he passed, and I lost my brother a few weeks ago. So I'm still in the state of mourning, you know. I mean, just trying to be positive and be happy, and so that way I will be strong to be able to deal with a problem. Okay, so all right, this one is pretty. Let me go back and check what the one that we just put in is doing right now. It's looking pretty. I'll give it 5 more minutes before I bring it out so I can show it to you. Okay. You see, when I'm cooking, I'm always have be doing something in between. Well, thank you, Scott. Oh, I'm making apple pocket. I'm making apple pie. So it was in the pocket the other day, and because I didn't have enough flour, so I only be able to make only about 6 pastry, and then I still have a lot of apple left. So then I decided that that's what I'm gonna do, is to do like a part 2 of my apple pocket pie pocket. Okay, so this time I was able to be more creative. So you know, I did. Oh, if you've not already seen what I did earlier, okay, let me show you what I did. Okay, so look at that. So is this 4 heart around? Yeah. Okay. And then I put heart on this. It look almost like, you know, pie pocket. It is. Okay. And then a little different design here and there. Okay. So it was so cute. And the leaves here. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, that's what we did earlier. Those who on here see that I did this. Okay, look. Okay, just be creative. Okay, this is not like from the book. This is like from the ideas that just keep coming. Okay, that just keep coming. When I do cooking, idea popped up all the time that allow me to like be creative. Okay, look at this one right here. Okay, so that's where I'm at so far. And then of course, then I have the typical pocket one like that. Okay, so that's typical. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. You've been the lover. Okay, and then I did the opening in the middle like these. That's the one that's going in the oven right now. I'll bring it out. I'll give it 2 more minutes for it to brown, and then we can glaze it with the egg yolk, blend almost equal amount of egg yolk and the healthy oil, and so that way it will be diluted. It won't be so thick, because just egg itself, it'll be thick, and it won't coat very well, won't glaze very well. So to glaze it, we'll allow our pie to cook until it's about done, and then we'll bring it out. We'll glaze on it, and then we put it back in the oven until it come out looking like that. Okay, I mean that egg yolk will give us that finishing look. Look at that. It gives us that illusion look. But look at that, the one that's open in the middle. It's just like it's just an idea, okay? I mean, it is fun idea to share with the kids. So I'm gonna go ahead and glaze on the crust. Wow, look at that. I love it. It's just so amazing. And the way, and every time I do something new, they say, why don't you open a bakery? And then when I cook something good, oh, why don't you open your restaurant? I said, no, thank you. I do this for fun only. If I have to work in a restaurant, I work my butt off. No, I want to enjoy my retirement. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to have to work that hard anymore. You know, I mean, I've done that for 45 years. So leave me alone. That's what I told them. You know that people always have some sort of direction or this to, like, you know, I mean, it's a great idea. If I can cook, it's at open a restaurant. If I can serve, open an alteration. If I can travel, then open a traveler agency. I'm like, everything I do, I can open a shop for it. It's great. But I work hard for 40 something years. If now I'm reaching my retirement age, so I just retire and happy. Now I can, well, I become a full-time nanny. So that was like working perfect. And on my off duty, I able to do this. That's like happy life already. What else do you ask for more, right? Cece, you back? Welcome back. So while you were gone, I created something like spectacular. I put a lot of heart today because a lot of people on here to give me heart. So what I can do on here, just paste a lot of heart on it. Look at that. Look at the bar. Okay. I mean, it's just something that we can create. It's so simple. You know, you don't have to learn from the cookbook. Learn it from yourself. Okay, look at it. Just take idea from me. You're fine because my idea is free. It's free, so it's like something that I love sharing. So that's why I'm on here. Okay. All I ask from you is just to give me that love back by subscribe to my channel. If you can share, I love that. If you wanted to come on show, you could. Yeah. If you cook though, yeah, and yeah, so cooking is a pleasure. Cooking is a way of human interaction. I used to teach health class. I was certified through Stanford University doing the chronic illnesses classes. So I learned to speak in front. Well, not just that too. I mean, I learned to manage that. Cooking is essential. I learned that when I do my flyer, I was going to say that if I say will be snack, will be food. I saw people attending class more. When I said no food, no snack, people say, sometimes you wonder if people are coming to learn, to grab some information, or they just like a little freebies, a little food, a little snack, you know. So that's why I said food is always like the fundamental of our existence, our friendships, our socialization. I know that people attend wedding to pay for, to like have beautiful catering food, or night champagne, or night, because I don't drink, so I can't be talking about drink because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry about that, okay? But I'm just saying that food is always playing the most fundamental part of our life because it brings us together. It brings strangers together. It brings family together, especially on holidays. That, you know, when we cook. I remember when my late nephew Officer Jimmy Inn. He was killed about 4 years ago on the line of duty. So I'm still mourning for him too. So, excuse me. He loved food. Okay, he and I have things in common. I love to cook and I love to eat, and he loved to eat. So during Thanksgiving or Christmas or holiday and New Year, our family come together at one of the family house, and then so Jim would like put himself, like give himself like a biggest plate, you know, he pile up it, all the dressing, the mashed potato, the ham, the turkey, all the goodies, right? So he went and sit down. So by the time I'm done making my own plate, Jimmy already came around for the second plate. So he loved eating. So now when Jim is gone, he's like, when holiday come, it get lonely because he's not here. He was shot and killed on duty, and I miss him so much because he played just a big part in my life. He's just a loving person. He's like my son. He's my older brother's son, but then I'm always be his rescuer because he and his dad always have issue about who's the boss. So Jimmy's a big guy. He was like 6'3", you know. So there's some tall people in my family. I'm just happened to be short because there was stunt grow. There was no food in the refugee camp, so I didn't grow very well. Yeah, because because there wasn't enough food for me to grow on in the refugee camp. So that's why I'm probably the shortest one in my family. The rest of my family is a lot taller than I am. Like, be 5'5" would be the shortest. So I'm only 5'2", so I'm like short. But for Asian women is an average. So I have seen Asian women like 4'8", so I don't feel so bad, you know, being 5'2". If I wear 3 inches high heel, yeah, I'm like perfect height for Asian women, you know, like to be like elevated this high. So yeah. So but yeah, I miss Jimmy so terribly. He gone so soon, and especially when I'm cooking, sometimes it reminds me of him, and it's so hard. Thank you. I know, as a Christian person, we believe that we will be resurrected through Judgment Day. That we'll be able to reunite with our family, even a pet. I don't remember where it said in the scripture, but it said is that whatever pet that you have in this life, that all walk of life would be resurrected and will be united. I know I will be united with him. Just losing him so soon was just like, it was like hard. It was so hard because he was only 30 when his life was taken. So that was so hard. I lost my dad when he was over 80 years old, so it did different emotion, you know, like someone who lived so soon, so sudden, so unbelievably, and then someone who been ill for years and finally ready to leave because the pain, the suffering was too long. So there's different emotion. It's a loss, but it's different emotion. Okay, I'm seeing the last one here. Let me remove it, okay? So that way we can see it. Oh, this one is so cute. Look at that. Just something simple, okay? I mean, it's not from the cookbook, okay? This is from Chef Anna. Something that I've thought about doing while talking. So my head and my mouth, while my mouth's running, my head thought about things that I can do to make things look pretty. So this one is opening in the middle. So it has a little floral design. Thank you, Sam, for the heart, and whoever sent the heart, I truly appreciate all that. Okay, so look at this one right here. This one open in the middle. Okay, let me hold it so that it won't drop. Like that. You see, when open in the middle, it gives that like lattice flower look. Okay, so there's only 3 more left. So you already seen the outcome of the design already. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest. I think that's what I do for Thanksgiving, besides making a complicated dinner, which I did all this year. So I don't know if I'm gonna be cooking big dinner this year. Okay, I might do chicken instead of turkey. We'll see how it goes. Or maybe cook salmon instead of turkey. Break the tradition a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this baking, and this is the last one. You already seen some of the design here. Well, Sissy, it's so nice of you to come back. I appreciate that. You done with it's done. Okay, so I love this one. It has such a beautiful character. Look at that. So now I know that this pastry will hold liquid. Okay, it will hold liquid. Next week, I think the temperature is getting cooler. I can spare time for the oven. We can do chicken pot pie. Okay, we don't have to do a big chicken pot pie. We can do something cute and cuddling like this one right here. Look at that, because it just so beautiful. Look at that. It had lattice flowers design in the middle. Okay, and this one, it's just out of my ideas, top of my head, nothing fancy. Okay, but I think this is pretty cute though. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here you go. So here we go. My baking, my pastry lesson today come to, like, I'm glad that I get a chance to come back on here. The other day I came on here just about an hour. I didn't get a lot done because I ran out of pastry, because I forgot to refill the flowers. I bought a big bag of flowers, but then I only bring so much for my baking need, and then I failed to bring some more, so I ran out, and then and I needed to get something done, and I only have enough for a few, so that's what happened to me. But today I want to come back on here and show you the magical work of baking pie. Okay. So it's beautiful. It tastes so good. Just like Sam said, let's have a scoop of ice cream on the top of it. It'll be like amazing, right? Okay, so yeah, thank you for the heart. I never gotten so many heart on YouTube channel like I do today. When I finally meet the right kind of supportive people, you know, they're like, they just like, those people are like, oh my goodness, I thank you. I thank you for the loving support that allow me to feel so good, allow me to bring you like the best, the fun, the delicious, the incredible baking, cooking from every corner that I can imagine. Okay, so I know I've been here for a while. I know you guys said, okay, chef, when are you gonna finish it up? You know, we gotta eat, we gotta go somewhere. But I just want to say that I appreciate the time you spend with me, and the heart you send and support, and the conversation was beautiful. You guys are terrific people. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do. If you have not already followed me on my TikTok, please do, because I always go back and click follow, and I do tap when I have the opportunity. If I have not responded to your messages, please do not be mad at me, because TikTok, I'm flooded with thousands of messages. So just know that I appreciate all the comments, okay? Though I don't have the opportunity to go back and reflect on your comment, but I just wanted to know that I'm just grateful that you even come on to support me this far, okay, and allow me to bring all these delicious ingredients that I'm passionate about. And for the YouTube people, I'm grateful. I'm so thankful for coming on here and converse with me, send the heart. That's like beautiful. This is like the first time that I'm getting heart. Not too long ago, someone come in here and just do nothing but you know, that clicking hard until the thumb is sore. That was like if I'm right there, you know, I would give him this this piece of beautiful pie here, you know. That's how much it meant to me, you know. So before I depart today, I just want once again to express my gratitude for those who are coming on today and enjoy the cooking. I hope that this would be something that you want to try. I will leave all of these instruction. It will be on YouTube because YouTube will allow me to keep my live streaming. Okay. On TikTok only allow me to do like clip here and there and there. That's why you see so many clip on my page, because that's all they allow me to do. That clip. I'm like so annoying because I wish it like I have an hour long. But on YouTube, you know, they allow me to do 10. If I do all day, they're probably gonna keep it all day long. But then the conversation we have while on live streaming, it does not carry on. So that's why if you want to send me comment, you have to. I have to be logged off, and then you come back on and click on the live show that we do today. Would be the apple pie, the apple pocket pie that we do today. So I expanded the to it. I thought it was so cute to do that, and it's just a baking idea. You know, you don't have to go to fancy bakery to do this. You do this at home. Enjoy yourself. It's so affordable. You just get a bag of flour, some shortening, a little bit of sugar, and then get some granny apple. Just blend it, you know what I mean? But do what it did, you know? So that's all it takes. It does not take like a lot of work. It sounds like you know, cooking like therapeutic. Yeah, it does. It's for me too. Otherwise I'll go crazy because yeah, yeah, it was that simple. Okay, so before I depart today, I just want to say once again, thank you so much. Hope you guys have a beautiful evening where you at, okay? And beautiful morning, beautiful night, wherever you are part of the world. I appreciate you. Love the fact that you are here to support me. Please click like, subscribe, and comment anytime that you are available. And then I'll always going to reciprocate the same common courtesy as going back and subscribe, click follow on both of you. As you see that on my TikTok, I have more followers. I have less followers than my following. So that's how much I appreciate people who are coming on, and when they click like on my on my channel, I go back and do that. You know, I do the same way because you help me out, and I go back and help you too. Same thing. We reciprocate. We bound with that courtesy. We support each other. It's a common thing that we do, right? So last show, okay, before I leave, so that you have a glimpse of what I did today in my kitchen. So it's a series of different design of my apple pie pocket. So you can go beyond your mean of description, your mean of your desire, your mean of imagination. Show it, give it, make it. Okay? All right. Just want to say once again before we depart is that I thank you so much for your guys' loving support. A lot of loves.